What's up, hikers, mountaineers, adventurers? Welcome back to another episode of the Baada Summit podcast. My name is Kiprono Letting, the host. Today, I have Violet Karanu with me. Just looking at your Instagram bio, you're adventure mom, hiker, biker, diver, and yogi.
Yeah.
Na kuna kitu moja hujaweka hapo.
Gani?
Owner of Traventure.
Oh, nafanya update. By the way, updates, yeah. And restauranteur ndio nasikia inaitwa siku hizi, restauranteur.
So we're here shooting at Traventure Cafe, which is your cafe.
Yeah. Co-owned cafe with my
Co-owned
business
cafe.
with my business partner, yeah.
Oh, nice. So which one do you lean more towards? Hiker, biker, diver, yogi?
I don't like fitting in a box. No. I don't have an identity per se, so I do whatever I want to do. So if I go with hikers, I gel in with hikers easy. If I go with bikers, I'm a biker. If I sit with adventure moms, I'm an adventure mom, yeah. So, yeah. I don't have an identity. I don't like labels per se.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't like single labels?
Yes.
Okay.
Because also, I do a lot of things and none of them that I'm good at, so, yeah. So
Interesting.
I can say I'm a hiker person. Well, yeah, I'm a hiker, but I'm not a mountaineer, although I proclaim myself to be a mountaineer. But yeah, I don't think I'm a
You
mountaineer.
summited Rwenzori Serra Mountaineer.
Yeah, if I summited Rwenzori, yeah. Well, that was by the grace of God. Yeah.
So now this being a hiking podcast,
Yes.
so what's like your hiking bio? I know you've done Rwenzori, Kili, Tubkal,
Yeah, I've done Mount Kenya as well.
Mount Kenya, of course,
Aberdares, all the Aberdares, yeah.
all the Aberdares,
Yeah.
12 Apostles, Bado.
I'm going to Traverse. When are you going?
I was there.
Yeah. When are you going again?
Maybe next year.
When you're going again, I want to go. It involves camping as well, right?
Okay. So if you want, there are some people who are doing the Traverse, Chamuhimu Traverse. So if you want in next year, January.
January, where? January pesa itakuwa, but okay.
It's a budget-friendly hike.
Okay. And it also involves camping. Am I
involves camping.
kill it the whole
3
day?
nights camping.
3 nights camping.
Yeah.
I'm game. But your dates.
So you'll do all the summits plus 12 apostles.
Where? I thought
Yeah.
it's 12 apostles only.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Satima to
Satima and then
Hill.
Elephant Hill. Where?
But only 12 apostles. I mean, I'll takupatia guide.
Yeah, please. Then we'll see. Yeah.
Interesting. So like, when did you start? I'm going to ask hiking questions.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
So when was your first hike?
My first hike was, I think, in 2009 when I went for hiking in Mount Longonot. I think everyone starts in Mount Longonot,
Yeah,
right?
same.
And then nobody knows it's hiking. You're like, it's a trip. It was a church trip. Let's go. Yeah. And I was wearing some, I don't remember. They were called Alibaba shorts. They were for going out, disco, proper disco, and a top. It was crazy. But we managed to hike all the way up and go around the rim. Yeah. So that was my first ever hike.
Did you carry water then? No, ulienda tu.
Tulikuwa na chupa za KC. As we were not going hiking, we were going to a trip, yeah. But we never drank those KC because we were like, twende. Yeah. But then after that, I then went back to hiking again 2020 in August, after COVID happened. Yeah, that's when I went back to hiking.
2009, 2020.
Yes.
Those are 11 years.
Yeah.
So you only went back again because of COVID,
Yeah, because of COVID, and then, so you are stuck at home, and then you keep scrolling online, and then you see people doing all this cool stuff that you like to do. And then I was like, oh,
FOMO.
okay. FOMO, yeah. And then I saw a friend of mine post, oh, they have a trip to Longonot that morning. And then I called him, you guys are still going to Longonot? They're like, yeah, we are going. We're already on our way. Okay, can I join you guys? They're like, yeah, mkitufikia ni sawa. So I got into my car, drove all the way to Longonot, hiked and back. Yeah. And since then, I've been hiking, yeah, every now and then.
Interesting. Now on your Instagram bio, or rather your name on Instagram, it's Wild Woman.
Yeah.
What's the story behind that?
Wild Woman. I think it came up just because I like to do wild stuff, especially wild in this place means being in the wild. In the wild means being on the trails, being on the
Oh.
road, yeah, these kind of things. But people translate it to being also cuckoo and crazy, which also I embrace very well. I can be cuckoo if I want to be. So yeah, that's where it comes in. Yeah.
Interesting.
So the wild also involves with doofing in rivers and all. So yeah, wild waters. So wild woman. Yeah.
And like in your hiking bit, is it like, do you have like your ultimate goal that you want to do? Am I just going the flow?
I just swing it.
Mm.
Just check again. I follow people like you, and I'm like, okay, oh, that's doable. Okay, and then I check other companies where they hiking to, and then I'm okay. Let me go. But when I did Kili, did happen to me. I'm like, maybe the 7 summits of the world is something that can be done. But hearing stories from Muhi, I'm like, I maybe we stick to the Dufompara road trails.
No, but Muhi has given us tips what to do. Nenda na shapa support.
Well, again,
Oh, na
with
ni
an
pesa.
adventurous spirit, you never know. Tomorrow I might wake up and decide, you know what? Twende, kwani, liwe
Okay.
liwalo. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know.
And what's been your toughest, I don't know, hike so far?
Kili.
Kili.
Kili was tough.
Kili was tougher than Rwenzori.
Rwenzori was bread and butter for me.
Ah,
Yeah.
must have had
Rwenzori was fun because it was engaging, you know. There was lots of things to do. The abseiling, you know, wearing the crampons. So it has a lot of things to do, right? Rather than Kili where you just move
Okay,
like
I
a
get what you
stooge, yeah?
like. Okay.
It's like this. Oh, gosh. No,
Sister
Kili.
walk.
Especially the summit push. And then Rwenzori is, from my point of view, Rwenzori has beautiful landscapes, yeah? So as much as the climb is hard, you're also enjoying the landscapes as well. But Kili for me was like, I look right, I look left, I'm suffering, and I'm like, there's no even nice thing to take a picture of. I mean, the desert, the aridness is also nice, but for me, yeah, for me it was like,
Interesting. And what about Traventure Cafe? What's the story behind? It's now 1 month old.
yeah,
Yeah.
almost 2.
Oh, it's 2 months.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to be 2 in the end of this week, right?
This is the end of
No,
October.
next, yes, end of October, it's going to
Okay,
be
2
2.
months.
Yeah,
Okay.
it started in 1st of September.
Congrats.
So I used to work in Art Cafe as a waitress in 2013. And that has been one of my favorite jobs ever. I've never had a job that fulfilled me in that way, in terms of serving people and making them happy and meeting people from different parts of the world, different backgrounds. Yeah, so I always knew I will have a cafe in one time or the other. And I knew if it doesn't happen now, it will happen when I retire. Yeah. Have something small with maybe 5 tables or so. That will make me so happy. But yeah, in my travel escapades and everything, so I thought of having a place where people would come and just find their fellow outdoorsy people, like a home and hub, where if I go to Traventure, I will probably find a hiker or a rider or two there, and I'll be able to maybe borrow a tip or two, and we'll probably reminisce on past travels and plan future travels. And also what we're looking to tap into is to bring digital nomads. So there are plenty of adventurous people who have the luxury to travel and explore at the same time, explore and work at the same time, right? So I wanted to create a hub where they could come and do that and meet local adventurous people as well, who could also help them to get into the local scenes. Yeah. So
Interesting.
far, so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And here we are.
Yeah, here we are. And the hiking community, the travel community has been very supportive, that I can attest to. Yeah.
And yoga, I tried yoga. Thing is that it's a bit difficult.
Why is it
It's
difficult?
like the positions and stretching.
Which position?
No, it's just because you said you're a yogi. So
Yeah.
it just reminded me of.
I've actually done yoga for about a year and a half or so, maybe looking to be 2. And I also used to look at yoga like you did. And I was like, it's boring. All they do is stand. And I'm like, I want hard stuff, yeah? Until I got into it. And my first session, I sweated the hell out. And I was like, wow, yeah. But yoga opens you to possibilities in your bodies that you're not aware of. And that is one thing that I like. and being on that mat for like 1 hour. You know, when you're running, you move from one space to another, yeah? So you go through different kind of terrains and views and hiking and whatever other activities people do, yeah? But yoga, you're in one place. So it takes you back to your body and in your head and in your mind. So yeah, that is something, and I love it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll try again.
yeah, you should.
What about biking?
Biking, wow, yeah. I started riding in 2021, yeah, in March. I've always wanted to ride as well. Again, I always want to try everything. It's been almost 3 years. I use riding as a means of transportation. Yeah, either to go to work or either to go into an adventurous activity. I don't ride just for the sake of, you know, how people get on the
For
road
fun.
and let's ride somewhere and eat and come back. Of course, I've done 1 or 2 or 3 of those, but for me, riding is more of a means to somewhere.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Between riding and biking, which one is riskier?
Riding and biking,
I
cycling.
mean, riding, no, biking and hiking.
Biking and hiking. Of course, biking is riskier. Yeah, because you're the body of that bike. Yeah, any small move, any small mistake you do can either lead you to become crippled or you lose your life. Yeah, it also it needs a lot of discipline when you're riding. Yeah, to be into yourself and realize that you're not competing with anybody. Just feel your bike. Yeah, and most accidents that happen are not because of the rider's fault. It's because of other motorists. So you have to be also careful. Make sure that you're not only riding your own bike, you're also driving other cars around you. So you have to anticipate which moves can they make or would they make. So then you plan around that.
What's the farthest you've gone?
I've ridden to Diani, yeah, from
Nairobi to
Nairobi to
Diani.
Diani.
Wow.
Yes, with my son. And then our key broke on the way. My motorbike key broke on the way, and I couldn't start the bike. And then we were in Mutitu, and we found some Juakali guy who molded the key from scratch. He took a mabati, looked at the key, and molded it. That was a lifesaver.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you also hike with your son, right?
Yes.
How old is
He
he?
loves hiking. He's 11 years.
Ah. Yeah, because I follow you on Instagram like for a while. You do backpacking trips with him, hikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't have. I'm a single mother. Most of the time I'm working. Yeah. Of course, I have to provide for the family. So hiking and traveling and all these kind of things, backpacking is a way for us to bond. And whenever we are out together, we don't have any other choice than to talk. Yeah. And when we are back home, these are some of the stories that we lean on, and stories are jabba later on. Oh, this happened, that happened. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we love it, and he loves it as well. And especially now, he's been asking, "Oh, Mom, when are we going to hike? When are we going to hike?" Yeah.
Will you take him to Mount Kenya?
I don't know if I will. I don't want to be the one to decide for him. Okay. Yeah. So I take him to trails where I feel are child friendly. And then if he decides he wants to go to Mount Kenya, then yes, if it's his thing. If he tells me I want to, because he's aware when I go to all these trips, he already knows all my itinerary. This is what we're going to do. This blah, blah, blah. This is the height and whatever. So if he tells me I want to do it, I'll take him. But I'm not going to take him for the sake of I want my son to do it. No. I think it's something that has to grow in you, yeah. And I think if I push him too fast to get there, he might get to a point where he's like, it's not fun anymore, right?
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
That's my point of view. Yeah.
Parting shot for your people.
Gosh. It's ready. Parting shot for my people. Sasa niwaambie, which is my camera? Ndio nataka kusema. Yeah. So all hikers, we have a home for you at Traventure. So kujeni, come, let's feed you. Let's talk all stories, matters of hiking. Let's plan future hikes together, and hopefully we can meet you on the trails. Adios. Imetosha.
Awesome. Cheers, Vaya.
Cheers.
Thanks for doing this.
That was fun. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.